Yeah. This ain't my gym. This is the room. The gym's through that brick wall. Morning coffee. So before my clarity goes away, first off, hello. Hit the subscribe button. That's what everybody says, right? Hit my subscribe button, you bunch of... That's one of my bookcases. Don't worry about it. I'm in my living room. How do I begin this? How do I begin this? And sorry for this, but I don't know. Yeah, I want to write that down. Lockdowns are stupid. Okay. And YouTube, don't turn me off. I have no agenda. I'm an old geezer who lives up in the Tennessee hills, okay? But I read a lot. And in moments of clarity, this thing in my head works pretty good, okay? So don't be, there's no agenda here. And the proof of my statements is my health and who I am, okay? Now let's get started here. On earlier videos, before there was lockdowns and all this, I said you got to take your vitamin D. You need vitamin D for lung problems and all that stuff. Okay, you go, yeah, okay, Charlie, shut up. And little by little, it comes to, I could say the same thing on, let me put this over here because it looks like I'm talking to I'm looking at you. See that? I put it over there. I haven't used this in a while. I could say take your vitamin C, your teeth fall out of your head. And you go, ah, ha, ha. I says, there's a reason they called them limey sailors. There's a reason on these voyages to find the Northwest Passages, when you find these guys diary after they've had bones in the sun for 100 years, they find it died. The people that died from scurvy and all the diseases and illnesses you get from that. So vitamin D deficiency is very important. Now I also do a lot of mathematics fascinates me, so does astronomy. You can divorce yourself from Mother Nature and this cosmos we exist in. And you can go live in your digital reality, okay? You can divorce yourself from all that you are connected to in this ether. But you're going to pay for it, you know? You don't go out in the sun. Everyone's on their phone and stuff, Xbox, this, that. You don't even have sex no more. You got digital sex or whatever it is. And women who have dropped their requirements for entering the moist gates, so every deadbeat can get in there. And that don't help either. But anyway, back to the story I'm talking about today. What am I talking? Okay. So I'm backtracking, you know. I'm backtracking. There is no dispute vitamin D, which some scientists think is more of a hormone because your body makes vitamin D through cholesterol. Which is another thing. I say eat all the eggs you want. Everyone says I'm nuts. Okay, yeah, all right. You want to go wrestle with me? Do some no holds barred catch can? You say, that old man knows his stuff. But anyhow. I don't know. LaBelle came to mind. Forget it. Next. All right, so astronomy. Let's go from the astronomy because see, I'll go off on tangents. Okay, so we know the vitamin D, right, fellas? And I said it before anybody else, and now they're saying it. You live in canyons over there in the cities. You ain't getting no sun even in the middle of the summer. You are vitamin D deficient. If you were vitamin C deficient, you have bleeding gums, bleeding from all your orifices, and die of catching anything because your immune system's shot. Then you would not argue with me. But God forbid you say vitamin D will help you. It won't help you, it'll save you. What do sick people do? They stay in their house. So they get more sick. People don't get it. You don't get it. You're connected to all this, man. You're connected to it. You always hear me talking about Mother Nature and, you know, the iron ore from the ground and the bars and, you know, and my sanctuary, the weight room. I mean, I got to force 20 steps up. I got more oxygen here than I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm hooked in, man. I go in there and talk to the trees. Forget about it. Don't be saying no stuff about what I Anyhow, to make a long story short, I'm on my other computer, so this will download fast. I live like a friggin' hermit. Anyhow, this my son gave me this stuff, and he helps connect me through Wi-Fi. I'm doing a hotspot. Well, I'm not even down hotspot right now. I'm just recording this, and when I get into town, I'll download it. But anyhow, what I'm trying to get at is, I'm sitting here, and another one of these things, the solar warming, climate change, global warming, funny how they change words. They always change the next thing. One was stay in your house till it's fixed. Now it's stay in your house forever. Yeah, that'll help. Yeah, that's another thing. Stay in your house is going to really help you manufacture vitamin D because you need to have sunlight in you. Okay, so anyway, global warming, global cooling. I'm into that too, You know me. And I study the sun. I read a lot. There's books. I got a lot on the computer here too. There's many people arguing for we're going into a cold spell. Okay, according to the graphing. According to the graphing, we're due for another little mini ice age, okay? Why is that, Charlie? CO2 emissions? Nah, CO2 emissions. The sun is going through a cold cycle. What am I writing? Solar activity is going down. Activity is at a minimum. And then I just researching that out, and we're at a 200-year low minimum right now. Right now, we're at a 200 low minimum. Keep thinking about, keep the vitamin D right here. Keep that in your back of your head while we talk about. So at a solid low minimum. And now let's think what I'm thinking right now after I've read that. Sure enough, no news now about it because it's against the law to say vitamin D is good for you. Maybe it's because Alex Jones sells the best vitamins on the planet. He's a fanatic. Fanatics make sure they get what they want to do, they do. He wanted the best vitamins. He's got best vitamins. That's another thing you should understand about vitamins. There's different qualities of vitamins. That's why if you can afford, you go to a health food store and say, what's your best? You know what I'm saying? Alex Jones gets the best. He got the best diet out. He's got the best silver stuff and vitamin D and all this other stuff. He's all right. To me, he's all right. Because he lets it all hang out. And he's paid a heavy price. And you all made fun of him. And I remember saying, yay, when it was him, it's okay. Now it's going to be you. And look what's happening. Boom, bang, boom, boom. Almost like get cut off YouTube for saying vitamin D. YouTube, don't do it. I don't have an agenda. Please. I was a liberal most of my life. I have no agenda. I've always been into health. So even as a liberal, I would have found this out. And I would have been compelled to say something. So please. Okay. So I want to see the correlation between sunspot and solar activity and disease. Influenza, stuff that would be affecting that way because of the vitamin D. There's obviously a fluctuation with solar activity and how much sunlight your body can absorb, let alone what our digital reality we live in, which totally screws up everything. I mean, come on, everyone says it now. Kids, what do the kids go out and play anymore? No, they sit in the house. Play their Xbox when the parents ain't watching. They go to some X-rated site and watch fornication till the brains explode. You gotta know your limitations and your parents have to limit you. But this new culture, your parents are overridden. Didn't you? I remember when I was a kid, my father said, get out the phone. I says, why? Because someone might be calling me. I said, nobody's ever calling. He says, well, I wouldn't know with you on the phone. He could control that. Like, get outside. Stop this. Can't do that no more. You got them all with the iPods, right? Anyhow, back to my soliloquy here to the camera. Okay, so there's a direct correlation, folks, with solar activity and vitamin D. And then I checked another graph of influenza and pneumonia. You line them babies up. Solar activity, influenza, pneumonia, and I swear, you can see how they're fluctuating in unison. Can you dig what I just said? Why do you get sick in the winter? Well, you're all covered up. You're getting a lot of vitamin D in the winter? Hell no. Well, then how come the Eskimos? Because they eat seal meat. They got more vitamin D than they ever need. Why do non-white people get it? Because they got covered. They're not... Every culture, okay, races. Let's get crazy. Now I'll really get kicked off. You races, every race, you come from a certain geological environment where you've evolved into. You pop yourself out of that, you got to compensate for that. You a Congo man with dark, black-ass skin like this, that's to protect you from the sun. Because if I was living where you were living, I'd turn into a red lobster and die. So do you understand? Now you're over here in the canyons of Harlem, and you wonder why. Why am I getting sick? You're getting sick because you ain't getting enough sunlight, brother. You're meant for the savannas of Africa, where it's hot, and you're walking around in a little G-string or something. What do you care, right? You know, in the prairie, you're getting more sun than you need. That's why you evolved the dark pigment in your skin. That's why people like me from the Nordic regions, the blue eyes, it's to reflect the sunlight so I don't go snow blind, and also catch more sunlight because there ain't more sunlight up where I'm at. You understand? So you've put yourself worse than my people from the Arctic in the canyons of New York, and you wonder why you got a problem with vitamin D. Yeah. Oh, this is all vitamin D, huh, Charlie? You bet your ass it is. A lot of it. Just like you might have some teeth problems too, but if you are vitamin C deficient, I will guarantee your teeth are falling out of your head, along with getting sick, and it affects everything. You're dying. You're killing yourself. All right, so there's a direct correlation between sunlight, solar activity. Can you dig it? Because I study that. I study the solar. There's been no sunspots for a long time, man. We're not even getting the right amount of rays, even if you lay it out in the sun. I mean, you'll get enough for vitamin D, but I'm saying there's fluctuation. So these fluctuations are, and vitamin D activity. Okay, so I go on in and start checking in. Who else is thinking about this? Ain't no one now, because it's against the law, you know. Truth speaks around. In 1984, well, just got the date wrong. That's all we got wrong. But anyhow, sure enough, way back when, decades and decades, there's the scientists. They got their little papers out and they put it to the back, but it's still out there. And here's one of them. And I'm going to read it to you from a scientist, so you don't give me no crap. Influenza, pandemic, solar activity cycles, and vitamin D. Here we go. There is historic evidence that influenza pandemics are associated with solar activity cycles. The hypothesis is presented and developed that influenza pandemics are associated with solar activity. No, okay, I regress. The hypothesis is presented and developed that influenza pandemics are associated with solar control of vitamin D levels in humans, which waxes and wanes in concert with solar cycle-dependent ultraviolet radiation. It is proposed that this solar cycle dependency arises both directly from cyclic control of the amount of ultraviolet radiation, as well as indirectly through cyclic control of atmospheric circulation dynamics. That's a synopsis of this big long thing. And you got to pay to get it. Can you dig it? But ain't nobody now, decades, and then other ones. So there you go. I'll put that in the thing so you can read it yourself. So there you go, fellas. There you go. Our lifestyle, the cold weather. I mean, solar rays is weaker in the winter anyway. That's why it's cold. Don't you know why it gets cold in the winter? We're getting less solar rays. Less solar rays, less vitamin D. Less vitamin D, more influenza, pneumonia, lung problems. God knows what else. So that's my little spiel. Just something I thought up. I put them all together just by luck. Because the solar activity thing, I usually check because of the global warming, global cooling, which I know also. Global warming, global cool. The global warming, the graph shows that when there's less when solar activity is at a minimum, we go through global cooling cycles. We're heading for one of them now too. It's never this cold this time of year. What, are you kidding me? I got the friggin' heater. I didn't put the fire on. I didn't plan on firewood right now. So now I'm going to be broke. My electric is going to be like $40 a month. I don't plan on that. My solar cells. They were good in the desert, but here the humidity shot. I made my own. Anyhow, okay, so that's it. Just so you understand. And our digital reality is void of sunlight. Oh, and dig it. They're telling you stay away from the beaches. Yeah, you don't need that sunlight. Stay locked in your house so you get sicker and more vitamin D deficient. Can you dig it, man? Can you dig what they're doing? The only proof is myself, and I have bad lungs from, I worked in the aerospace industry as a young man, and I didn't take precautions in certain chemicals and vapors, and they took me to heck. I even had to get a biopsy. Doctor said, you got something to do, you better do it now. And I had people there that heard him say it. And 30 years later, I contacted him and said, you're still alive, Chuck? I said, well, I purged myself and went through a whole thing. My metaphysical jazz. I took care of that shit. That's why I'm still here, stronger than ever, even with bad lungs. I have very weak lungs, even though my family goes, because they know. I ain't getting this, because I am packed with it. Like, when the fire goes, hey, I'll show you. I'm not lying. That's my fireplace. I did this now, because I'm out of wood, and my wood's over there. You see any wood in there? That's my crosscuts that I made from pine wood. You see any wood flowing out of that thing? I don't put out fires this time of year. But anyway, when I do get fires, I'll put up one. I'll put up a one for me starting my fire, okay, from a year or two ago. But anyhow, like in the winter, when the fire goes out, when that goes out, I don't put it back on. And in the morning, like in the winter, smoke's. I'm in bed, I'm warm as toast. When smoke's coming out of my mouth, I always keep a cap on. So I get dressed fast. I got the coffee, and then I walk to my car. The truck's in the garage, and then I have it situated so the sun's coming through the front window. It's warm in there, and I turn on whatever's on, you know. And I always open my shirt, just something with me. I want the sun on my skin, and I'm in there bathing, and the sunlight hitting me in the face and stuff. Yeah. You don't recluse, I think is the word, yourself from Mother Nature. And don't get into your religious stuff. You know what I'm talking about. You are one with nature, babies. You take away, that's why I say mother. You take away, you know. And Mother Nature ain't just my woods. Mother Nature's up there. Mother Nature's down there. Mother Nature's everywhere. You are a child of the cosmos. You people, you know the world's not flat, but you sure act like the world's flat. When was the last time you gazed up at the night sky and took it in? You don't care. I envy astronomers. I would have loved that job. Get my coffee, right? I'm up all night anyway. Hook up that jazz, start looking at the heavens. That's gotta be something else. Hey, Musk, I think you're a little wacko, but keep going to Mars, Musk. Keep going to Mars. I'll go with you. I'll go by myself. I can handle that shit. I'm going to go down in that deep canyon where I know there's more air pressure, right? Pressure increases as you get closer. I bet you down there with 10,000 feet, I bet you get some air down there. Anyhow. Yeah, I'm ranting and raving. Let me have some coffee here. Just remember. So, your vitamin D health is dependent on the sun. And the sun is going into a 200-year low cycle. So if I was you, I head to the beach or get up on the roof and go bare ass and don't be going crazy. Just get some sun, you know you people are. And keep your mind with your limitations. Don't go hog wild crazy. And if you can't, then get some top shelf vitamin D. That's all I can tell you. Top shelf vitamin D. I told you where you can get that. Me, okay. What do you do, Charlie? What vitamins you take? I don't take no vitamins. I mean, I got my vitamins here. I take one here. But I really don't take this. I eat sardines like crazy, fish and stuff, and eggs. I eat 6 eggs a day minimum. So my body makes cholesterol. I'm always out in the sun. I mowed yesterday acres of land. I usually turn. I'm a redneck because I turn red. I don't turn tan. Eventually, I turn tan after I'm toasted enough. But that's it. It's raining today. I'm glad I got the mowing in. I'll upload this evening. Do your own research on solar activity / pneumonia activity. Man, the graphs are like, I mean, I can read graphs. That's another thing, these so-called know-it-alls from the CDC. Hey, brother, your skills are in the shop, the lab, isolating shit. But don't tell me you can read a graph better than me. I aced the SATs in mathematics. And it took me less than 30 minutes. I am smart. Don't be telling me I can't read a graph or study data or statistics. I can study just as good as you or better. So I know what's going on. And fraudulent data only screws up the statistics. And I've learned from a lifetime of it. Through industry, the stats of production. And you can skew stuff to make the boss feel good, What the hell's going on? My coffee looks dead. All right, I gotta warm it up. Okay, that's it, fellas. Definite proof vitamin D is important. Definite proof for going through a period of low vitamin D production. And on top of it, you people live like moles in the earth with your Xbox and your digital reality. Get out in the sun. Get to the beach where you can. Go up on your roof. Eat fish. Eat eggs. Take a good vitamin D supplement. I don't know why you wouldn't. Now you understand, you take a vitamin D supplement, it's got to digest and through the intestinal tract and the acids. Some of that gets through your intestinal wall and back into your system. You go out in the sun, you're getting it direct. Boom, right into your skin, right into your body. Which one would you rather have? Alright, I know this ain't my weight channel. But, I mean, it's not weights. But it is health. It is health, fellas. It is health. But the correlation between it all blew my mind. Vitamin D, sunlight. We're having problems due to vitamin D deficiencies. And on top of it, we're going through a solar at a 200-year low. So, everything's against us right now. Low solar activity. You live in your canyons of cities. You got people with dark skin in climates that are meant for the white dudes, a lighter skin, which is fine. You just got to acclimate. I mean, I go live in Alaska. I lived in the desert. I had a good time. You know what I'm saying? You can use your brain to live where you environmentally haven't been evolved from, geographically. That's, Hiding out in your house right now in a shutdown, away from sunlight, is suicidal. And YouTube, don't turn me off because I'm speaking a truth. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. You might as well take me off the air if I said vitamin C is good for tooth health and your gums. Okay, I gotta go. Because I ran all day. I'm just looking at the walls, It's like I'm on the phone with Johnny. Hey, what's up, baby? No, I'm made alone. You see what I'm saying? Okay, hey. Gotta go. You guys take care. I'm going to drink my coffee. Hope this was a little education. Do what I ask. You do it. Do what you want. All right. Adios, amigos. See you in the gym.